Welcome back to another YouTube Tuesday. My name is Derek, and today we're going to be going over a YouTube channel that you've probably seen before. He's mastered the art of the short form content and has gained quite the following. And that channel is Money Talks Wireless. Let's get into the video. Money Talks Wireless has been uploading videos, at least from what I can tell, for about 3 years now. A good portion of those are in short form content, and he shoots his videos in a vertical format, which allows him to make multiple videos out of a single repair. He's uploaded over 1,900 videos and has over 3 billion cumulative views, which is insane. And he's nearly at 5.7 million subscribers. So he's definitely doing something right. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of his more recent videos, and I'm going to give you my feedback, whether it's positive or negative, it doesn't really matter. Now, if you aren't familiar with his work, one of his favorite lines is, "Don't worry, I got you." That's basically how he starts each one of his repairs. So let's get into the video.
What happened to your phone, you said, sir?
I was working in my van, and next thing you know, I accidentally got word damage to my phone. Shuts off every 3 minutes, pretty much, and it overheats. Think you could do something about it?
Don't worry, I got you. All right, we are going to test what the problem is with the phone. Let's see. All right.
Now, if you aren't aware of what he's using right here, this is the iDevice Panic Log Analyzer. Basically what it does is it helps decipher a little bit anything that might have gone through a panic log. So your phone keeps track of any time it does something like a reboot. And it can help you identify what the problem is. It doesn't actually tell you what the exact problem is, but it gives you possibilities. Now, we know that it's a 3-minute boot loop. From my experience, that's the power button, proximity sensor, or charge port. With those 3 components, the phone sends out a ping basically to the components every 3 minutes, and if it doesn't get the proper response, it'll reboot trying to correct for that.
Charging port, power button, flex cable. We're gonna change those and then see if it's gonna work.
Okay, so right away, he's getting 3 options: charge port flex, power button flex, and NAND. And he states that he's going to change the charge port and the power button. You could go ahead and just change them out. The better way to do it, if that's what he's going to do, would just be to simply disconnect them, connect new ones without taking things apart. Just connect up a newer power flex, connect up a new charge port, just over top of everything, so you don't have to do a teardown, and test it. And you can do one at a time. So leave the power button, original power button connected, connect just a charge port up, and see if at the 3-minute mark or 4-minute mark or whatever, see if it does any type of boot. That way you won't have to do a full teardown. You can just check and see which components actually failed, because it's probably not both. And it also stating something potentially with NAND. It's pretty easy to determine if it's NAND by just simply looking around the NAND area for corrosion. If the device is working, NAND is typically not the issue because it's working and that's where the memory is, and so you kind of need that. So it's probably one of the other 2, but he should definitely actually investigate and see what's going on. So let's see what he ends up doing.
Go! Wow, look at this water damage. Do you see those?
So given what we're seeing already, it's probably a charge port issue. And it could be that there's corrosion on the power button as well, but he should just test it out by connecting up a new charge port and seeing if it boot loops. If you leave the charge port disconnected or you leave the power button disconnected, it will boot loop regardless at the 3-minute mark because it's not getting the proper response. So you do need to have a working one connected in order to get the response that you need. It's definitely worth taking the time to do that. He definitely likes that ASMR type stuff.
Surgery time.
Being a little aggressive with everything, but I think that's just for the video's sake. And he's doing like a full teardown of everything. In order to get to the power button, you do have to take out the battery and the motherboard and the cameras, but in order to get to the charge port, you don't have to remove the battery or the motherboard. You can get this charge port out without doing that. Interesting technique for cleaning. You can see he really favors that little flathead, cheap plastic screwdriver. They're convenient for scraping frames and doing other things, but not really my preferred method. So it looks like he's pulling out the power button and flash flex. Just going straight for installing another one, which is fine. Probably didn't need to do the power button. I guess we'll never know. Doesn't show him testing it at all. Alright, looks like a new charge port flex. He's showing every step, which is nice. So if you ever needed to do a charge port repair, you'd at least, have an idea of how many screws you're going to have to put back. For an ASMR video, it's really good. This is definitely for a much broader audience than a tech, than a repair tech. And there we goes with the little screwdriver again. Getting rid of the old frame adhesive. I prefer to use one of those OCA removers. It's been got a little rod. It'll kind of roll up all of the adhesive. And it collects a lot of the dust and debris at the same time. And then you just kind of go back over it with some acetone and a microfiber cloth or alcohol, and it'll really clean it up. Looks like he's applying some type of battery adhesive to the original battery without removing the old adhesive, which is what it is. The next tech that works on this phone is definitely going to have to pry that battery out, kind of like he did. And he's massaging that a lot. I do appreciate that he is putting on some new screen adhesive. Looks like he's putting the brackets back in the correct order. Some people like to put back the battery and connect it first because that bracket's really annoying to get under the flex, but you run into issues potentially causing shorting, so he's doing that correctly. I hate that one screw though that's under the flex there. Alright, well, he's reassembling it without testing it, or maybe he did test it, we just didn't see it.
Now.
Got to clear the logs, otherwise it's just going to pull up all of the log history.
We're gonna delete everything first.
Five minutes later.
Alright.
Your phone is ready, sir. That's how you see it. No more. Everything is good to go. Your phone is ready, sir. Now it's good to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I drove all the way up here from Delaware
Wow.
to get it fixed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Alright, so there we go. Definitely had some critiques there. I would have actually preferred that he diagnosed the issue once he had an idea of what it was. It was probably just a charge port, could have been the power button, and he would have been able to know that just by simply connecting them up and testing them beforehand. But overall, good video, good ASMR content. He's definitely going to be able to turn that into an easy and highly viewed short. And this definitely gives you guys an idea maybe on how to promote your own business. Maybe start filming the repairs that you do or the customers' reactions to bringing it in and leaving with it fixed. Might drive more traffic to your doors, especially in your area if they know that you're there and that you can do these repairs. Let me know what you think of my critiques or any that you have to add. Leave them in the comments below. If there's a YouTube creator or channel that you'd like for me to react to, let me know in the comments below. I've covered at least 20 YouTubers at this point, and I know that there are more out there, so let me know which are your favorite so that we can all enjoy their content as well. Thanks a ton for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for a Micro Soldering Wednesday.